I am Kale SL, RBNB College, Rampur. We see Maths Part 2, topic number 3, Indefinite Integration, Exercise 3.1. This is our third video. Now, in the last video, we have seen question number 1 and question number 2. We have completed 5 problems. In this lecture, we will see the remaining problems. So 6th problem, question number 2, evaluate, and 6th problem is integration of sin x upon 1 plus sin x dx. 6th problem is here, integration of sin x upon 1 plus sin x dx. We call this as I. So let I is equal to integration of sin x upon 1 plus sin x dx. Now to solve such a type of problems, here we take the conjugate of denominator. Means here sin is 1 plus sin x. Here sin is plus. So we take its conjugate as 1 minus sin x and multiply to numerator and denominator. And therefore we get here integration of sin x upon 1 plus sin x as it is, and now take the conjugate of 1 plus sin x as 1 minus sin x and multiply it to numerator and denominator and dx as it is. Now here take the product of numerator, take the product of denominator. So we get it is equal to integration of this sin x into 1, sin x into 1, that is sin x. Now here sin minus sin x into sin x, sin square x divided by, in the denominator take the product of 1 plus sin x and 1 minus sin x. Now here we use the formula a plus b into a minus b, it is equal to a square minus b square. We know this formula. Using the same formula, here a is 1 and b is sin x. So 1 plus sin x into 1 minus sin x, that is equal to a square minus b square. So a is here 1. So 1 square we write it as 1 minus sin square x and dx as it is. Now here I is equal to integration of sin x minus sin square x as it is, numerator as it is. Now in the denominator there is 1 minus sin square x, and we know that the first fundamental identity is sin square plus cos square x is equal to 1. Sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1, and now carry this sin square x. So we get here cos square x is equal to 1 minus sin square x. So we put the value of 1 minus sin square x as cos square x. So divided by cos square x and dx right here. So this is equal to integration of, now we divide a numerator separately. We divide numerator by cos square x. In the numerator there are 2 terms. So divide this sin x by cos square x and this sin square x by cos square x. So we get here sin x upon cos square x minus sin square x upon cos square x dx. Now we get here integration of sin x upon, we write this cos square x as 1 upon cos x into cos x. Now see here we write this cos square x as 1 upon cos x and this sin x upon cos x. Separate the integration. So integration with respect to x, so we write here dx minus integration of this sin square upon cos square, that is tan square x dx. We separate here integration and we write here cos square x as cos x into cos x. So it is 1 upon cos x and sin x upon cos x, dx minus integration of this sin square upon cos square x as tan square x dx. Now it is equal to, we know that integration of cos x sec x, integration of cos x is sec x, sin x upon cos x tan x, so tan x dx minus, now here we write the formula for tan square x because there is no function whose derivative is tan square x, and therefore we write here, we use the second fundamental identity. What is the second fundamental identity? 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x. We have seen this in the 11th standard. And so 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x. From this we write tan square x is equal to sec square x minus 1. So put here tan square x as sec square x minus 1 into dx. Now in the second part, here also separate the integration, and therefore we get integration of sec x tan x dx minus integration of this sec square x and minus minus. Now see here, minus integration of sec square x dx, and this minus minus plus, so plus integration of 1 dx. And now we use the standard formula. We know that here sec x tan x is the derivative of sec x, and therefore integration of sec x tan x is sec x. See here, d by dx of sec x. What is the derivative of sec x? Sec x tan x. Now here, since derivative and integration are opposite to each other, take its integration, integration of sec x tan x dx, and now remove this d by dx. So we get here integration of sec x tan x dx is equal to sec x. So this integration is sec x minus integration of sec square x. Now sec square x is the derivative of tan x. We know here d by dx of tan x is equal to sec square x, and therefore integration of sec square x dx is equal to tan x, and therefore we write here integration of sec square dx as tan x, plus here integration of 1 dx. 1 is the derivative of x, and therefore integration of 1 is x plus constant of integration. This is the final solution. So we get here final solution as sec x minus tan x plus x plus constant of integration. Take the screenshot and write down. Now here we see the seventh example. Seventh example, integration of tan x upon sec x plus tan x dx. Sec x plus tan x dx. Use the same procedure just we have seen in this sixth problem. So we call this as I. Let I is equal to integration of tan x upon sec x plus tan x dx. Now here take the conjugate of denominator. Here it is plus sign, so we only take minus sign and multiply to numerator and denominator. So it is equal to integration of tan x upon sec x plus tan x. Its conjugate of denominator is sec x minus tan x, multiply to numerator and denominator. So we write here sec x minus tan x divided by sec x minus tan x dx. Now take the multiplication of numerator and multiplication of denominator. So we get here integration of tan x into this sec x minus tan x. So we multiply by tan x to sec x, tan x to tan x. So tan x into sec x. So it is tan x into sec x. Now here minus sign, so minus tan x into tan x, that is tan square x, and in the denominator here sec x plus tan x, and here sec x minus tan x. So a plus b, a minus b, use formula, and it is a square minus b square. So sec square x minus tan square x dx. Only we take the here multiplication of these two brackets using the formula a plus b into a minus b, it is equal to a square minus b square. So I is equal to integration of numerator as it is, that is here we write sec x firstly and then tan x, sec x into tan x, because it is in multiplication. So sec x into tan x minus here tan square x divided by, now see here what is sec square x minus tan square x? Sec square x minus tan square x, use the second fundamental identity. Second fundamental identity is 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square x. Now carry this tan square x to the right hand side, and therefore we get here 1 is equal to sec square x. Now tan square x become minus, so minus tan square x. So sec square x minus tan square x is 1. So here denominator is 1 dx. So I is equal to integration of sec x tan x, take the separate integration of sec x tan x dx minus integration of tan square x dx. Here denominator is 1. If we not write here 1, question not arises. So we take here separate integration of sec x tan x dx minus integration of tan square x dx. Again from this fundamental identity we put the value of tan square x as a sec square x minus 1. Now here, because we cannot take the integration of tan square x directly, we have no the function whose derivative is tan square x, and so we put the value of tan square x as sec square x minus 1, and therefore we get here integration of sec x tan x dx minus integration of use formula for tan square x as sec square x minus 1 dx, and so it is equal to, now again here separate the integration, in second part separate the integration. So integration of sec x tan x dx minus integration of sec square x dx, and now here minus minus plus integration of 1 dx. Now here observe the first part, integration of sec x tan x. Sec x tan x is the derivative of sec x, and therefore integration of sec x tan x is sec x, so it is equal to sec x minus integration of sec square x dx. Sec square x is the derivative of tan x, and therefore integration of sec square is tan x, so it is tan x plus integration of 1 dx. 1 is the derivative of x, so here we write plus x, and then lastly we put here plus c. Now see here in this step we write here, we also take the integration, but we continue take this step because I take here simultaneously all the integrals, because we want to put here only one c, one constant, and therefore the final solution is here I is equal to sec x minus tan x plus c. Now take screenshot. Now here 8th problem, we have seen this 7th problem, integration of under root of 1 plus sin 2x dx. Integration of under root of 1 plus sin 2x dx. Now see solution of this, call this as I. So I is equal to integration of, write the problem as it is, integration of root of 1 plus sine 2x dx. Now see here, if we recall the formula of sine of 2x, what is the formula for sine of 2x? Sine of 2x is equal to, we know the formula for angle 2x. Sine of 2x is equal to 2 times sine x cos x. We know this formula. Also we know what is cos of 2x. Also we know tan of 2x. So here sine of 2x is 2 times sine x cos x. Use that formula. And it is equal to, I is equal to integration of under root of, here we write sine of 2x as 2 times sine x cos x. But what about 1? We have to put the value of 1, and we put the value of 1 using the first fundamental identity, which includes sine ratio and cos ratio. So we know here first fundamental identity, sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So here we write 1 as sine square x plus cos square x, and therefore this is equal to integration of under root of. Now see here, sine square x plus cos square x plus 2 times sine x cos x, this is same as a square plus twice ab plus b square, and it is the complete square. It is the complete square of first term here sine x, middle term here plus, and root of this cos square x is cos x. So here it is sine x plus cos x bracket square. And now this square and square root get cancelled to each other, because square root means power 1/2. 1/2 into 2, 2 get cancelled, and therefore it is equal to integration of sine x plus cos x dx. Here we have to write dx, here also dx. So here square root and square get cancelled to each other, and therefore we get I is equal to integration of, in round bracket, sine x plus cos x. Now take the separate integration. So it is equal to integration of sine x dx, integration of sine x dx plus integration of cos x dx. We know that integration of sine is cos x, integration of cos x is sine x, but here answer start with c, so minus sign. Here there is no c, so plus sign, plus constant of integration, and this is the final solution. Now take the screenshot and write in your notebook. Now here we see 9th problem in question number 2nd. Next problem, 9th problem. Integration of under root of 1 minus cos of 2x. Integration of under root of 1 minus cos of 2x. Now see the solution of this problem. Call this as I. So let I is equal to integration of under root of 1 minus cos of 2x dx. When here integration sign, here compulsory to write dx. So I is equal to integration of under root of 1 minus cos 2x dx. Now we have the formula for 1 minus cos of 2x. That is obtained from the formula of cos of 2x. What is cos of 2x? There are 4 formulae for cos of 2x. Cos of 2x, 4 formulae are cos square x minus sin square x, then 2 times cos square x minus 1, then 1 minus 2 times sin square x, then 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x. These are the 4 formulae for cos of 2x. Now out of that, here we have to use the formula where we get 1 minus cos of 2x. Now cos of 2x is equal to, we consider this third formula, cos of 2x is equal to 1 minus sin square x. Cos of 2x is equal to 1 minus 2 times sin square x. Now carry to this 2 sin square x to left side, we get here 2 sin square x is equal to 1, and carry this cos 2x here on the right side. So 1 minus cos of 2x. So we get 1 minus cos of 2x. 1 minus cos of 2x as 2 times sin square x. We have seen these formulas in the 11th standard. So integration of under root of, we put 1 minus cos of 2x as 2 times sin square x dx. Now here we write integration of, take this root 2 outside the integral. So here it is root 2 into integration of root of sin square x. So root and square get cancelled to each other. Here it is sin x. Here this root means 1/2 into 2, 2 into 1/2, that is 1. So sin x, here sin x, and root 2 take outside the integral, and it is equal to root 2. What is integration of sin x? Integration of sin x is cos x plus constant of integration. But here answer start with c, so take here minus sign. Take here minus sign, and this is the final solution for the problem number 9th. Now take screenshot and then write. Now here we take the 10th problem in this question number 2. 10th problem means here the last problem in the question number 2. Integration of sin 4x cos 3x dx. This is the last problem in the question number 2nd. Now see here, sin 4x cos 3x, and such a type of problem we have seen in the 11th standard part 1st, chapter number 3rd, defactorization and factorization formula. So here formula is 2 times sin a cos b. There are 4 formulas: 2 times sin a cos b, 2 times cos a sin b, then 2 times cos a cos b, then 2 times sin a sin b, 2 times sin a sin b. Now here we have to use first formula. 2 times sin a cos b, it is equal to sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. This is the formula. 2 times sin a cos b is equal to sin a plus b plus sin a minus b, and you recall the remaining 3 formulas. You learn these 3 formulas. Now see here, we want here 2 times sin a cos b, but here sin 4x cos 3x, we require here 2. So firstly we write this as I is equal to integration of sin 4x cos 3x dx. Now we have to take here 2, because in formula there is 2 sin a cos b. So we want 2, so take here 2. So this is equal to integration of 2 into sin of 4x into cos of 3x dx. But we have to cancel this 2. So here we take 1 by 2. Now this 2 and 2 get cancelled. So 1 upon 2 integration of 2 sin 4x cos 3x dx. Now here use the formula. What is formula here? Sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. This 1/2 as it is. Integration of sin of, here a is 4x and b is 3x. So take in the first bracket their addition, 4x plus 3x. We write here 4x plus 3x. Now middle sign is plus, so plus. Again here sign of a minus b. A is 4x, b is 3x. So 4x minus 3x. And now write this in square bracket and then here dx. So this is equal to 1/2 integration of sine of 4x plus 3x 7x plus sine of 4x minus 3x x and dx. Now we integrate separately. Take the separate integration. Take here separate integration. That is equal to separate integration with this 1/2. So 1/2 into integration of sine of 7x dx plus 1/2 into integration of sine x dx. Now the last step, final solution here, I is equal to, see here 1/2 as it is, 1/2 as it is, integration of sine, we know integration of sine is cos, so integration of sine x is cos x, but instead of x there is 7x, so what we do here, we take the derivative of 7x, we take the derivative of 7x, that is equal to 7 and derivative of x is 1, so it is equal to 7. So divide this 7, divide here 7. In integration we take here derivative of this bracket and divide 7 in integration, and in derivative we multiply. Now here again 1/2 as it is, integration of sine x is cos x plus constant of integration, but answer is c, so here minus, here also answer c, here also minus, and so it is equal to 1/2 7s are 14 cos of 7x minus 1/2 cos x plus constant of integration. This is the final solution of this last problem in the question number 2. So take the screenshot and then write down. Now here we start now question number 3rd. We have completed question number 1st. We have seen 5 problems in question number 1st. In question number 2nd we have seen 10 problems. So now question number 3rd, evaluate. Here also question is evaluate. First problem is integration of x upon x plus 2 dx. Integration of x upon x plus 2 dx. Now this is of the type n upon d, numerator upon denominator, and here we use the trick that we directly divide numerator by denominator. Now here if there is 11 upon 5, what we do here, we divide 11 by 5, we write here 11 here and here 5, and here we take number, suppose 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 5s are 10, we subtract this 11 minus 10, we get 1 as a remainder. So we write this 11 upon 5 as this quotient 2 plus 1 remainder and divided by denominator as 5. Again see here 5 into 2, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 1 11, 11 upon 5. So we use this trick to solve such type of problems. There are 3 problems. First problem, second problem and third problem are of this type. In these 3 problems we use here this trick. Means here n upon d is equal to quotient, this quotient plus remainder, this remainder divided by d denominator, divisor. We use this trick. Now solution of this, let I is equal to, firstly consider I is equal to integration of x upon x plus 2 dx. For the given problem we write here I, and now divide here x divided by x plus 2, so we write x divided by x plus 2. Now here we take such a number, such a type of number, that number and this x product should be x, so take here 1, so 1 into x, that is x. Now here plus 1 into 2, and now take here subtraction. Now this x and minus x get cancelled to each other, and now here remainder is minus 2. Remainder is minus 2, and therefore we write here I is equal to integration of this n upon d. We write quotient, that is 1 plus remainder minus 2 divided by denominator x plus 2. X plus 2. This is the method to solve such type of problem. And now integrate separately. So this is equal to integration of 1 dx. Now here plus into minus, it become minus. Integration of 2 upon x plus 2 dx. Now here this constant 2, take the outside of integral, and therefore we get integration of 1 dx minus 2 into integration of 1 upon x plus 2 dx. Now see here, what is integration of 1 dx? 1 is the derivative of x. 1 is the derivative of x. Therefore integration of 1 is x minus 2. Now which is the function whose derivative is 1 upon x? We know that d by dx of log x is equal to 1 upon x. We have seen this standard formula. d by dx of log x is equal to 1 upon x. And since the derivative and integration are reverse, take integration of this, then this d by dx we remove. So integration of 1 upon x dx is equal to log x, and so it is equal to log of, in place of x there is x plus 2, so write down x plus 2, log of x plus 2, and now write down plus c. Now here in place of x there is x plus 2, so what we do here, we take the derivative of x plus 2, again derivative of x is 1, derivative of x plus 2, d by dx of x plus 2, derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of 2, that is constant, it is 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, and divide by 1 here. So there is no need to write here 1, because every number or every term have denominator as 1. So we get the final solution like this: I is equal to x minus 2 log x plus 2 plus constant of integration. Now take the screenshot of this. Now here we see second problem. Integration of second problem is 4x plus 3 upon 2x plus 1 dx. This is the second problem. First problem, second problem, and third problem are of the same type. So we divide here 4x plus 3 by 2x plus 1. Before that, firstly write this as I. So I is equal to integration of 4x plus 3 upon 2x plus 1 dx. Firstly write the given problem as I, and now divide a numerator by denominator. So here numerator is 4x plus 3, we write 4x plus 3 here, and this 2x plus 1 here. Now here we take the number, such a type of number whose product 2x and that number should be 4x, the product of 2x and that number. We find that number as a 2. So 2 into 2x. See here, 2 2s are 4. So 4 and this x. And then plus 2 1s are 2. And now take here subtraction. This minus, now 4x and 4x get cancelled, and 3 minus 2, now consider this minus sign. So 3 minus 2, that is equal to plus 1. 3 minus 2 plus 1. And now here write this I. So I is equal to, required integral, I is equal to integration of we write this numerator upon denominator as numerator upon denominator is equal to quotient plus remainder divided by divisor or denominator. So quotient, here quotient is 2, so 2 plus remainder here is 1 divided by denominator is 2x plus 1 and dx. Now take the separate integration. So this is equal to integration of 2 dx plus integration of 1 upon 2x plus 1 dx. Now these two constant take outside the integral, so 2 into integration of 1 dx plus integration of 1 upon 2x plus 1 dx. And now take the integration of 1 dx as previous. 1 is the derivative of x, 1 is the derivative of x, and therefore integration of 1 is x, 2 into x plus, now here 1 upon x, suppose 1 upon x is the derivative of log x, so answer is log of, in place of x there is twice x plus 1, and when in place of x there is another function, we take its derivative. So derivative of twice x plus 1, we take this calculation roughly, d by dx of twice x plus 1, derivative of twice x, that is 2, derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of 1 is 0, 1 is constant, so 2 into 1 2 plus 0 and it is equal to 2. Means the derivative of this bracket is twice x plus 1, divide by that 2. Problem is integration, but we take here the derivative of this bracket, which is the chain function, composite function, and so divide by 2, or we may say divide by coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is 2 plus constant of integration, plus here constant of integration. This is the final solution. Take the screenshot. Now here third problem is, you can solve the third problem using the first and second. You solve here third problem as 5x plus 2 upon 3x minus 4. 5x plus 2 upon 3x minus 4. It is homework to you. Integration of 5x plus 2 upon 3x minus 4 dx. Use the method of first problem and second problem. Divide here numerator by denominator and solve. Now we see here fourth problem. Now fourth problem is integration of x minus 2 upon root of x plus 5 dx. Now here integration of x minus 2 upon root of x plus 5, numerator upon denominator, but in the denominator there is square root sign, so we cannot use our previous method, that is n upon d. So what here we do? So let here I is equal to integration of x minus 2 upon root of x plus 5 dx. We can't use the method of previous example. We cannot divide here x minus 2 by x plus 5 because denominator is in root sign. So such a type of problem, how to solve such a type of problem? We adjust x plus 5 in the numerator. We adjust here x plus 5 in the numerator, and therefore we get integration of, here x is present, so x we want plus 5, so plus 5, this minus 2 as it is, and we cancel this plus 5 as a minus 5 and divided by under root of x plus 5 dx. So see here, in the root there is x plus 5, we have to adjust x plus 5 in the numerator. Out of that x is present, so we have to adjust only plus 5. So we take here plus 5 and our minus 2 as it is, and this plus 5 we cancel, minus 5. So we get here I is equal to integration of x plus 5 and this minus 2, minus 5 become minus 7 divided by root of x plus 5 dx. Now we consider these two terms in the bracket. We write x plus 5 and minus 7. We divide this x plus 5 and minus 7 by denominator separately. Separate divide. So x plus 5 divided by root of x plus 5 minus 7 upon root of x plus 5 dx. We divide numerator separately. Now here take the separate integration. So integration of x plus 5 upon root of x plus 5 dx minus integration of 7 upon root of x plus 5 dx. Now here 7 is constant, take the outside of integral. So it is equal to integration of x plus 5 divided by root of x plus 5 dx minus 7 into integration of 1 upon x plus 5 in root sign dx. Now see here, so this is equal to I is equal to required integral I is equal to integration of, now in the numerator power of x plus 5 is 1 and in the denominator power of x plus 5 is 1/2. So we shift this 1/2 power to numerator. So we get here x plus 5. This power is 1, here x plus 5 power is 1 and here x plus 5 power is 1/2. Here 1 and shift this 1/2 to numerator, we get minus 1/2 and dx. Now here minus 7 integration of, here 1 upon root of x plus 5, in the denominator power of x plus 5 is 1/2. We shift to numerator, it become x plus 5 to the power minus 1/2 dx. And now it is equal to integration of x plus 5, 1 minus 1/2 plus 1/2 dx minus 7 integration of x plus 5 to the power minus 1/2 dx. Since we know the formula integration of x to the power n dx, power function, integration of power function, we increase the power of x by 1 and divide the same number. That is, it is equal to x to the power increase n by 1, that is n plus 1, and divide same number n plus 1 plus constant of integration. Use this formula to solve this problem, and therefore this is equal to x plus 5 to the power 1/2 plus 1 divided by 1/2 plus 1 minus 7 x plus 5 to the power minus 1/2 plus 1 divided by same number minus 1/2 plus 1 plus constant of integration. Now we take this addition 1/2 plus 1, here also 1/2 plus 1. So we get I is equal to x plus 5 to the power 1 plus 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1 3, so 3 divided by 2 divided by same number 3 divided by 2 minus 7, here x plus 5 to the power minus 1 plus 2 into 1 2 minus 1 2 minus 1 1, so 1/2 divided by same number 1/2 plus constant of integration. And so I is equal to this 3 by 2, we write 2 upon 3 into x plus 5 to the power 3 by 2. We write this 3 by 2 as 2 by 3. And now here minus 7 into, we write this 1/2 as 2 upon 1. and 2 7s are 14. So minus 14, and this x plus 5 to the power half. X plus 5 to the power half we write in square root. So square root of x plus 5 plus constant of integration, and this is the final solution of fourth problem. Take the screenshot and write. Now here fifth problem, same. Just we have seen fourth problem, fifth problem also same. We write here fifth problem as integration of 2x minus 7, 2x minus 7 upon under root of 4x minus 1 dx. 4x minus 1 dx. Solve yourself. Solve this problem yourself. Now here hint is we have to adjust this 4x minus 1 in the numerator. So adjust the term and solve. Okay, we stop here.